of the Intel chip.
No, it's a 4-core, 4-thread. I just have to, at some point, go into the BIOS and overclock it. I think I'm sitting at base clock right now, which is 3.8.
Yeah. Not bad.
I mean, anything that is 4th gen or higher is sufficient.
This is what I'm talking about. Those like big socket lines. Those are the 6-core. It's okay, man. Mine's not even overclocked. I'm running a very normal. I'm running a non-overclocked i7.
I mean, you guys can port. There's the merchant.
Does this game perform better with AMD chips?
I have
Anyone's on
no
Ryzen?
idea.
Nobody's on Ryzen here.
It's all about Intel, man.
I'm waiting to see what it Ryzen 2 or whatever it is, their 3000 chip series, whether that's gonna close the gap.
Yeah, 7 nano man this year. 7 nano. That's what they're gonna do.
It's not really. It's not really 7 though.
It is. It is. Like Apple was doing a 7 nano, AMD doing the same thing. Like the A12 was gonna be 7 nano too. They're saying the A12 somehow outperformed the Huawei one by like 15% or something. Or projected to outperform by like 15%, which is huge.
I have no idea about Apple's chip scale size thing.
Oh. Oh, that's a lie then? Okay, whatever. I think the AMD's actual 7.
Everyone's ready. You can stack up on the door. We'll go through once I see everybody here. Alright, looks like everyone's here. We can go through in 3, 2, 1, go. And thanks, you guys do what you normally do. It's been a while since I don't remember what you guys normally do.
never use AMD stuff. Like AMD is doing the hype.
They used to be more value oriented, but now they can actually offer some high end, some well, higher end.
Yeah. Are there like graphic card any good? Like or just the miners fight?
I think the graphics cards are starting to outpace Nvidia.
Yeah, there's a new one that's about the equivalent of a 1070 or 2070 rather.
Okay.
Oh, the Polaris 2?
I forget what it's called.
I think it's Polaris
There's a
2.
new one that they come in.
But my neighbor works for like AMD, like the graphic card ATI stuff. He used to work for ATI, AMD. Like he probably I'm just gonna wait for him to get his like free card, and then I'll see what he says.
Is that AMD's office in Markham?
And that's where he worked.
Ah.
I think you're
My
right.
grandma lives in Markham.
I thought your grandma worked for AMD.
No, she's like 95.
That would be impressive.
I need. Oh, we have someone offline, anyways. I need like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
to
I'm
fix
floating
my
back
shit.
in right now.
Okay.
I don't think my neighbor is that big fan of the CPU anyways. He uses Intel himself, so
Stabilize the rift before it drags anything else through.
How...
Are we
you wanna
doing
try burn or
This structure has some
yeah, we can do... Because we are on kind of a time limit here because of Sophie's thingy-ma-bobber. So we'll... Yeah, so we'll do the normal slow strat for the first one. So break the shields and kill one of the bosses, and then when we kill the first one, we're just going to kill the second one normally. I don't know if that makes any sense.
like I thought the normal strat is to put the one to like 20% and start against this.
Yeah, the normal strat is take one to 20, then kill one, then kill the other. But this time we're just gonna... Basically, we're just gonna burn them one at a time. It's just while we're burning the first one, we're also gonna be taking the... killing the spheres as well.
Just need to reload UI.
Let me... I'll put on purge. Oh, I don't have purge because I only support 2.
That's okay.
I will put on Ritual of Retribution instead. So at least I can purge myself.
Wait, did you say we are doing the burn?
We're doing slow for the first boss, so we're still gonna kill the spheres for the first boss, and then when the first one's dead, we all just run back over here and just burn the second one.
Okay.
Nope. Half burn.
So make sure you guys look for the taking aim thing and dodge roll at 1. Is anyone using Blood Alto?
Nope. Well, I guess I'm DPS, so that shouldn't be the answer. The difference between non-hard mode and hard mode, hard mode...
I'm on my way.
Hard mode you
I'm
have
just running back from the
obviously
beginning.
more health, more damage. In hard mode you also get more ads that spawn.
This trial places you at the stupidest.
The
parts,
facsimiles
like if you
spawn faster.
Last night
Yeah.
I DC'd on Assembly General and it spawned me at the triplets and I had to walk all the way. Like,
That's why Sanctum sucks so much. Also because ads.
Which one are we killing first? Ozzy
We're gonna kill Posy first.
or Nega?
We're gonna kill Positrox.
Neggy.
Positrox
Take
first.
Daga away. I'll take Daga the start.
Okay.
I think everybody's here.
Which one are you grabbing, League?
I'm taking the Daga and you take the pause trick.
Taking a nega.
I don't
wait,
know.
yeah, that sounds
That's
bad.
like-
Never mind.
okay.
Demonetized.
I don't think my pronunciation is
Okay, tanks count us down.
I got first one.
one.
Okay, well, I'll be like,
Wait, are we going to the middle?
Yeah, we're going in the middle for right now because we're still gonna be killing the spheres as they spawn.
Put my thing.
you'll be taking yours away, okay, Luke? Okay, so... Bring yours over.
Nope.
Take
Alright.
yours away.
One here.
Make sure you guys are getting the reses, please.
I can get res.
I bring him back over here to where I'm at.
I'm a Plar, I can res.
20.
Shocks in 2%.
One more near me. Can come and
Coming over.
Get these shocks out of the way.
yeah. Go.
I think I'm DCing again.
2 here, 2.
Yeah. Who's on the floor? That Ambu.
How did I get that?
What can I get 2 at the same time, sir?
Are we moving
My
him?
horn, 3, 2.
I'm in the perfect spot.
Got him off.
Double.
So I can take him away? Can I get,
One more, yeah, so coming. We got the other one there. Come to this one. We can.
oh, one.
Yeah, just go to entrance. You can just go to it.
I just focus on trap to kill him and then everyone go back to the entrance.
Yeah, run to entrance.
Go to entrance now. Everyone remember
Take
we're
away this one. Take away. I'll go bash. Take it.
here comes Schultz. Dash was on the entrance. You got him.
I'm rezzing.
Reses.
Yeah, Colt and I will try to get the resistance for both magplars.
Where's Delay?
I'm
Behind.
in the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Gotcha.
You got him?
Group.
Shit, I'm dead.
Got taking in. Hold on.
Bash for it.
This one. I got the second.
My horn.
Oh! Did I go through? Oh boy. Heal us, healers. Rezzing as fast as I can.
Get back up.
Going. Got her. One here was up. Oh, no. Good.
Died too.
Did you guys die from taking aims or?
No, it's just too many venom injects. Venom burst, venom injection.
Let's just do a safe strat.
Yeah, let's just do
Yeah, let's just do safe then.
No, even more.
Yeah.
Giraffe is offline again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I DC'd right after the fight started. I dropped my video settings down to low. I'm logging back in right now.
Just real quick, move my raid buff frames because they're not in a good spot. There we go.
You
Well,
ranged or yeah.
while we're waiting, Range
Oh, yeah,
DPS,
yeah.
if you know what side you normally go up on for the second boss, can you just put it in chat now? This side where we are is south, by the way. So west would be here, east would be there, north would be way over there. Jeez.
Do we only have 3 stem?
We should have 4 stam.
Where's the 3 dual wields? Never enough of the stuff.
I think they're after some too.
Yeah, I'm stem warden.
Yeah. So do we have 3 stam, 5 mag then? Okay.
He's a stem warden, so it should be east DC. I didn't see him.
Okay, so we do have 4 and 4. Okay. So we're gonna send west, east, and south up first. We're gonna group up on south, kill all the things, and then we'll let you know when north can come up, and then we'll push the buttons. I will count down the buttons.
You want me to come up for north?
If it's below 40%, sure. Yeah, so Deadly the tank will come up above 40%. Deadly the DPS will come up after 40%. Just so we can get a little bit more burn downstairs.
You just like call me Deadly and call him like 1996 or something.
Because you are the same name.
Call him like 96.
96.
96.
I'm confused.
96.
It's better than 69.
What if I call you 69 by accident because I'm dyslexic? I'm not actually dyslexic.
Like, okay, so is 69 like a really gay thing, right?
It can be a very gay thing.
I thought
Anybody
like,
can do
It-
69.
yeah, I mean, it depends on who's the 6 and who's the 9. Like,
That's how
so
great
it
it
doesn't
is.
specify as gay. So I always thought it was a gay thing.
Oh my god. It's not gay if it's a May. What? Watch out for Deadly in May, you guys.
Why is that incest?
because you're related to yourself.
It's so fucking. Wait, then you're saying masturbation is. It's kind
Okay,
of.
everyone's here.
Alright, everyone's here. Go ahead and count down tanks.
Going in 3, 2.
Going for positive first, bring him to 20. And then we go kill Negi. Don't forget you can block the sparkles.
No, there's 2.
Again.
I don't know. I'm still moving on my screen.
He was doing his stupid shit well, so.
I didn't hit that.
What happened?
We're near.
Did I hit balance? And I was on my deck. That's cap, but
Can you go to the entrance? There's one you. Actually, no, after you guys killed him.
Ow. I'm shocked.
Alright, I'm bringing him to you. Go to the right or the other
Look
side.
at ceiling.
Trying to find his body.
It's underneath all the shocks.
I know, I'm trying. Hold on. That's
Got
bad.
it?
Now I got
Yep.
you.
Thank you.
Bringing him to the right. One
Get Ambu up.
Or
I get a orb or something.
Yeah, switch
not
bosses. Yeah, this
20. Come here if you can.
shots are out.
Nice trick. After this one, go to the bottom there. I'll come after they kill us. No, I can come regardless.
Got one.
Well, it's okay, we'll have another chance, John. Come and get. Careful about your.
Got the one.
That's good. We'll get both this time. Actually, no, we got both. That's good. More.
Yeah, someone's on it.
Bug, please don't rest.
He was laying dead for a long time.
I know, but don't rest. They should rest. Especially in a fight like this.
Getting red scope. There's a
Come to the line here.
Watch those balls.
careful, sparkles. Come. Oh no, 2% until shots. Here come shocks.
Shield can get a bolt. Start going. There.
Make sure to bring the boss next to the ones that we have shields off of. Just ignore spears for now. Just focus on bosses. They're connected.
Lost.
He's gonna be behind it. I'm bringing him back behind it.
Oh, flash. Yeah, just take it.
Fuck. I had a taking aim and there was 2 seconds left and I died.
Might have been enraged. Well, because like when they enrage, it goes from a 5-second to a 3-second. So that's what I'm guessing has happened.
The automata are reacting to it. Shut them down.
Okay, so we have our side. So for second boss, west, east, south, go up. Kill the spheres. Call up north. Deadly the tank comes up above 40. Deadly the DPS comes up sub 40.
I need to put this on.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what do you mean when deadly the DPS goes above 40?
No. Or
Because if below 40, the tank need to take care of the spinner, right? So basically, I think it's more better than like half and half. Because if you're below 50, the DPS should go up. So that's the thing.
You can loot creep too, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care if you loot creeps. Alright, Tex, whenever you're ready, you can.
I'll take the right side. Go to the second side. That's good.
Just a sec. Can you say that again about after 50?
So
Supposed to
when
go.
Yes, the DPS is supposed to go up below 50, past the tank can't.
When the boss is below 50, that's when the DPS is supposed to go up only.
yeah, for the yeah, it should be 40.
Yeah, but like if you're like a 40 something, it's really unsafe.
Yeah, I mean if it's like 45, then the tank will stay down and the DPS will go up. So we'll just call it like 45.
Yeah,
I'll just call tanker DPS. How about that?
Okay.
Another surge in the rift. A big one. Prepare for the
go right
worst.
into it.
There.
Yep.
Something's coming through. Another fabricant.
One more.
You should get one, Jared.
Oh, this creeps me.
Or
Oh no.
that's one we call heavies.
Almost.
Constructs are up to something. They're powering that fabric. A few of you should get up here and deal with this.
Remember, we meet up at the south side and go through and kill everything.
I'll see you momentarily.
Danny?
Yeah, you got. I got a res. Just remember this cool lightning.
Tank, come up. Alright, once everyone's at their buttons, and press in 3, 2, 1, press.
Flash time. Or that's the redemption.
Good point.
Good job.
The most scary is when the corpse of the steamer is right on top of the shade.
Train.
Conduit.
On the rest.
The limitation sigils are cast.
And we're going up again.
Mechanic?
Oh.
We didn't see it. My bad.
Yeah.
Get that healer up.
You murdered me, Lee.
My bad.
That did go through for some. It sounded like.
I think because I might have a res on
Or
Tank. Waiting on tank. Upstairs.
coming up.
Conduit East.
Good.
Alright, gonna press in 3, 2, 1, press.
in this stupid ass thing.
Underway somewhere.
So, east.
I call out.
Taking him towards the entrance a little bit.
Somewhere.
What? What'd you say, Abu?
I was just talking about you just fell out.
Oh, somewhere?
Conduit somewhere.
No, it's not.
I can't see the whole thing.
Hard to see with all these freaking, like, Turians hanging out.
Yeah, I hate that though.
Yeah. Conduit right in front of me.
Stay in the lightning pool.
I think that's been here.
Marath, if you turned your settings, your graphics down to the bare minimum, you might not be able to see some of the mechanics. Like you were just in a lightning pool.
Yeah, I turned them down to minimum so I could try and stay in the game.
Yeah, minimum is usually not the best.
We got like, man, on like a map.
Mechanics. Which one? Which one?
Spinner up.
I got a spin. I got a spin gun.
My horn. Green.
Bash, bash.
DPS?
Oh, bash that.
Alright, we're all here. Gonna push buttons in 3, 2, 1, press.
The whatever thing's on me
Conduit marked.
didn't go through.
If you have Spinny on you, just make sure to run them around.
I got tank.
I have it now.
Finish off this one big Centurion.
I was too out of position for which channel fight.
Conduit.
Conduit. What? East? Directions are hard.
If Conduit's still alive.
One more near entrance.
It's one res cult.
Try to. Don't fail me. You failed me.
Completely missed that.
I
got-
think is it.
Yeah, let's get the tank first.
Isa is really bad today.
You gotta kill
Spinner up.
2 of your upstairs people are dead.
We can burn. We can burn.
Yeah, we have some.
Yeah.
Spinners on me. I'm
Just burn.
Yeah, just cook it. Conduit.
Burn.
If you're
South.
just burn, don't bother resin, just
My
burn.
horn.
Oh, rip.
Ripley. Ah, damn man, that orange.
That was the mechanic plus the average.
You need either guard or reactor to survive that.
Yeah. Of course, I freaking beamed the wrong thing.
Flawless.
That's up quite a bit.
That was the best pull. The cleanest pull. The cleanest of cleans.
What inspiration has divinity brought?
That's tough. Killed me, League. Like, got me stunned while I was like.
So it turns out if you go up and you try going down the hole without pressing the button, you don't get protection from fall damage.
It was last time I go right, you guys will laugh.
Eh?
If anybody gets a Master Architect Inferno, well,
I'll give it to you if I can.
I'll gladly take it.
Once you're up and you're ready, you can go ahead and step into the middle here, and then, yeah, we're just waiting on one more.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll trap back on.
Yo.
Everybody's
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Colt, you're still digging in your bag. Alright,
I'm here.
Alright, everyone's here. Let's go ahead and meet the tanks over. Yeah.
You guys will go left, I'll meet you guys the first plan.
No! Damn it. Had no stamina dodge roll.
Can't use all contract and stuff.
Nah, yeah, try to avoid using Akash if you can help it.
Horn.
If you have to use Alcast, try to aim it not towards the shocky thing behind you.
I'm not sure if the tanks were using it, but if you use talons, you can keep them outside of groups. They don't like run into everybody. Cause like mass chaos.
Yeah, without the talent.
I'm on a warden that. I don't have talent.
Just use that ice
I
thing.
swapped to purge and I forgot never took
Yeah. Wardens have their own version of it. The impale, I think it's called. That locks enemies in place.
I think the morph
have
is
it
gripping
level.
shard. That might be the base. I'm not sure.
It works really nicely for this fight. Or a healer could run time stop. Just keep those ads away from us. Yo, this is the third war machine dagger I've actually gotten from the trash boat. This specific trash boat.
Wow.
I think
Do
we
you
got
need that dagger?
I actually do, yeah. I'm sorry, man. On this team.
Alright.
Everybody ready?
Hang on, I need a...
We will do as I do the killer and or whatever.
Bye, Colt.
Pylons.
What?
I can.
Sophie failed you.
I need to change some gear, hang on.
I guess you can change gear while you're in the ghost, right?
So just a small tip for like stamina DDs. If you go right here, you'll see a little like mark on this pipe. If you put your trap directly parallel to that, it'll hit the little dude twice. If you put it too far forward, it'll only hit him once. If you put it too far back, it won't hit him at all. So that's pretty nice. You get excellent major force up there.
Okay, tanks, go ahead and pull. You guys know what you gotta do. Right? Also, don't trigger Sophie and don't stand in double blades. Sophie will be triggered.
Right here. Stand right here.
Yep.
I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown for a pull. Putting in 3, 2.
Horn in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, I'm muted. Good thing I didn't warn.
Oh, that was hot.
That was really good for him.
You guys just made Asian cream his pants.
I don't think I've ever gotten down to 66%. Oh, shit. His shield actually reflects Force Pulse, okay. Yeah, I was getting hit when I was Force Pulsing him.
Putting in 3, 2, 1.
More next.
Get that down.
Get on.
Yeah, that's synergy piece.
Holding 3, 2, 1.
Do the boss.
Oh, sad. Can we just burn? I think we can just burn.
Yeah, ignore the ads. Yeah, they can handle them. Right? Just gonna get some ult with it though.
Holding 3, 2, 1. Shit.
Yay.
Does anybody need any War Machine stuff? I got Divine's Bracers. Somebody needs.
That's still up.
Ads are still up.
Everybody left.
Oh, I thought you said the ads were done. They're dead.
we have 2 healers and a tank.
Damn. No.
I thought you said the
Like,
ads.
bye, Felicia's.
They should die after the boss then.
They sometimes do. I think it's
Sometimes they do.
pretty sure it's distance based. Of course, don't even get drops from them.
Yeah, I'm just going for an Inferno or War Machine Dagger myself. So.
I got an automated defense girdle if you want it.
Oh, thank you. I've actually been. Wow,
So
thank you so
generous.
much. Yeah, I'm just like.
Right.
I'm into it.
We're going to fight all the way up to the triplets, and depending on time, we will see if we can get a pull in or not. Somebody who's maxed out their lockpicking got this.
Let's just not take a break. Let's just go.
I mean, I'd be down for not taking a break if people are okay with that.
It's only 2 hours.
Might armor your legs.
Anybody have rapids?
Oh my. Look at what I found in the chest.
Alright.
What?
We don't have
Oh, you
tanks.
got one too?
I am so fucked. Like all the ads are on E12.
You can do it, Ambu, I believe.
I got you.
I'll taunt
Oh, I'm
the
stunned. Just kidding.
range ads. And just stack the melee on top of.
Rapids.
I'm so happy I got that motif. It's so much.
Ooh, rip.
Oh, why'd you come all the way over here?
I'm just gonna time it.
That's happened to me a few times where like they'll run up into your face instead of where you want them to go, and I have no idea what causes it.
Yeah, like they should have like just run like both back like right here.
I didn't touch them on the start.
Good tank. Let's kill this one slow. Actually, no, let's kill this one fast. Stack all the spears at the very end.
You're gonna have to grab the spheres, like,
Yeah, grab them and make sure you're interrupting them too.
I'll grab the melee guys, just grab the
Alright, stack everything on top of mittens. Kill them fast.
The big guy, big dude on this range thing.
Yeah,
Once these are all dead, we can go down the hill and let the tank stack all the spears up.
I'll count you bash. I'll count you bash. That's probably.
Window the corner. No! Lost tank.
There's not good dodge. The dissector on me. Oh.
I like Sherman's shield when you're doing that is super nice. If you can sustain it.
It was a dot from the dissector and the calefactor that just not stopped rolling that like instant killed me.
That bleed.
Yeah. Bleed and whatever the other one was, it was like 15 ticks for like 45,000, the other one was like something for like 30 something.
Alright, we'll do one pull, because that's all we need to clear this, right? One pull. If you have a side you're normally on, you can feel free to get on that side.
Let me make sure the gear that I have on is right.
This was fun when I did this on my warden tank, because I put shield charge with my sword and board taunt instead of my ranged taunt, so sometimes I fail to taunt.
That sounds really fun.
I was always panicking because I was like, ah shit, I gotta like swap really early so I make sure I taunt it in time.
I am ready.
I think we need, we need one more DPS on Fire Boss over here.
Check your vamp stage also.
Check your food and weapon charges too.
No, this is not a pug, this is Hellfire Dominion. We have a one fill that's out of guild, but he's a friend of the guild, so he normally fills for us. When he's able to, of course.
Are we stacking them at the start?
Yeah, stacking them at the start, and then pulling them away after the first fire's tornado comes out.
Okay.
You got first horn.
Fucking issue with the... There we go.
Alright. Tanks, go ahead and count us down.
3, 2, 1.
My horn.
Oh, I forgot to mention we are stopping on the 2s. So 72, 42, 22 for bring them in. Alright, bring them out.
Swap in 3, 2, 1.
You gotta wait till after I'm like out of a...
I just saw your attack. Well, it's already counted to 1. Technically, I just saw your attack.
Yes.
That was my bad.
Alright, we're good. Back to the bosses. Alright, stop on reducer. We got 73.
Swap in 3, 2, 1.
Bring him in whenever you...
I died.
Oh. Don't bring him in. Stop DPS. Don't stop DPS. Just DPS the ads if you see them.
Target the ads.
Yeah, target the ads.
One close back. Runner. Lock.
One more edge. One more.
Okay, at least I got you.
Still an ad back.
Is running.
Lock.
On you, tank.
Are you trying to do this the hard way?
That was a bad time to like...
Yeah, it was a
you gotta
bad...
let me know if you're bringing them in, like...
Yeah, make sure you're... Yeah, make sure it's loud so we can hear it. Yeah, just be careful for the DPS, guys. I'm gonna try to stop on the 2s again, so that's 72, 42, 22.
That means you have to move your dots off of it.
I have like 400 ping, so like it's kind of weird. I don't know why.
To my life for the
Like,
most.
I don't get it. Why would we... I'm confused, Colt.
He's gonna drop a vamp stage in about 3 minutes, so he wants to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can take a short break here. We'll come back in 5 minutes. It'll be 6:55, and we'll go right back into it. Go ahead and grab a drink of water, grab some food, do what you gotta do. Use the potty. I'm gonna try to figure out my FPS scenario too, because my frames are dropping. I should probably go to the character select. It's actually not that bad once you get used to the frame drops, and it's only in a handful of fights. So obviously the parse for some reason is really low frames. Like Cloud Rush is perfectly fine, Asylum is perfectly fine, unless I'm in there for a long time. Then I have to relog because for some reason it gets worse over time. So it's actually not terrible, but I do want to lower it a little bit, so I am going to try to redo a couple of graphical settings here. Shadows down. Can do a raid check once I am back in. Just make sure everyone else is here.
Make sure my we're not a sound. Oh, I didn't have radar fire on this.
Oh, why did it put me all the way at the entrance? That's stupid.
Boo.
I have to run all the way back. Run through the shocking things too. Freaking shocky things. Okay, do a ready check. Who was waiting on? Oop, there we go. Alright. Thanks, go ahead and count us down.
I Hornets first.
3, 2.
Go ahead and bring him out.
After my heavy, that's all that. Actually, you know what? I think it's better for you to just do the calls.
One coming in from the front.
Something in 3, 2, 1.
Stop on reactor.
My heavy.
Stop on reducer.
Adds one close side.
Try not to touch either of the two bosses. Single target the ads.
One's already set.
You can bring him in whenever.
Your bear. It's fine, bro. Bring him in. We have 12 seconds. We're just gonna swap. Okay. Swap now.
There you go.
Lock.
Full rip. Yeah, go through. Ads, get the ads.
Add really close front.
Ooh. Yeah, another ad close front side. One back, two back.
3, 2, 1.
You need to pull further.
No, okay.
Alright, we're good.
It was a trap that I was trying to avoid.
Axe.
Up 3, 2, 1. Punch Chandler.
Ads. One close friend. Side-ish.
Just slow down on the
Drop after my heavy. And 3, 2 slots.
A little bit more on the reactor, but make sure to stop real fast. Alright, stop on the reactor. Stop on the reducer.
Ads.
Bring him in after these ads are done. I'll let you know.
Stop. Now, swap.
We're going in.
No,
mine's
no,
now.
we're not bringing him in yet. I'll tell you when.
One coming in.
Bring him in now.
Here.
I have to swap.
Destros if you got him.
Block.
Damn it.
Fine.
Get the reclaimer now. Alright, now get the reses. Make sure we're getting our healers up.
My God, I'm gonna die too.
I got killed. Stop.
Ow. He just.
Focus the reses.
I think melting point is now the overwhelm.
No, it's probably gonna be a wipe.
Melting point is now the swap mechanic. Melting point is the. I think it's the circle stupid AoE things. Over time. Yeah.
Is everyone focusing the ads?
Well,
been when they're
the side bosses were brought in and there were still 3 ads on their way.
I saw one, and that should have died when we brought it in, but there might have been 2 that I missed. That was a bad call on my part. But yeah, magic at DPS, make sure you're holding your Destro ultis for that bring in. Just in case there is an ad that we may have overlooked. It helps to burn it down really fast. And yeah, just make sure we're all focusing the ads. When you see the ad notification pop up, Ruin Fabricant spawn, you should be leaving your boss and looking for the closest ad and killing it real fast. The faster you kill it, the faster we can go back to the bosses.
That includes you, Cult. I see you parsing on the reclaimer.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure it was called?
He can't even say anything.
I can neither deny or.
Alright. Ambu is back. Hex can go ahead and count us down.
Alright, putting 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's get it.
And you can bring them out now. One really close. One really close. Runner, maybe, nope, we're good. Call! I'ma kick you if you don't be focusing the ads. Alright, stop on reducer.
Swap in 3, 2, 1.
Stop on reactor. Got 2 coming in from the front.
Both balls are.
You can bring him in after these traps.
After the.
Or after the swap, whichever one is most convenient.
I
No.
You know already.
Alright, call for mine, quick.
Oh my god.
I got the other tank.
But he just died to that.
Yep.
I think that's,
I'm taking. Oh, never mind. The lightning one's out. I'm taking. I have the fire
Add
guy.
coming
On
close
fire
front,
side.
add front.
Runner. Guys, we need to focus those ads when we see them.
oh, 3, 2, 1.
Now they're coming in front.
Runner. Nope, we're good.
Get the resos.
Heals.
Ads.
Ads. Unless you are the unfortunate DPS that has the reducer on you.
Horn. Swap. 3, 2, 1.
Ads.
Swap in 3.
After you're heavy. Sweet heals.
Stop on the reducer soon. Stop on the reactor. Get these ads and we
Get the
can,
bear off the reducer.
yeah, make sure you're recalling your bear.
Swap in 3.
Stop.
Finally died. You died to the swap or?
2 more ads coming in.
Economy, and that's what it is.
That's fine.
Bring him in now. You have no choice now, bring him in.
No,
No.
he's channeling.
Oh, it's Jews. Bring him out, bring him back out.
You have to swap, I'm dead.
I got yours. Never mind.
If you have a reactor, bring him into the center.
Ads.
Bring them all in the center if you have the bosses on you.
Bring them in now, they're pushed.
And then get the ads, and then focus reses.
Front. Block.
Just make
Which one I need to take?
just tick whatever.
Oh, that's sword.
Keep swap, that's swap.
You have to bring them out, swap.
I took yours. You take the bike.
You have ads? Everyone should be focusing ads right now. Alright, now we can go back to process.
Swapping 3, 2, 1 as well.
Ads.
Ads.
Mark.
One close front.
Runner.
Pay attention to where all the ads are coming, not just from your side.
After my heavy. 3, 2, 1.
Remember, after this swap, we were staying in the middle. It's really important that we don't push them too early.
They like orbs
Stop.
on, like, right
Stop on
side,
reducer. Stop on
not
reducer.
getting any synergies.
Get these
for
ads.
healing.
That's close. Block.
One more in
Front.
front. And no one should be nobody go back to their boss. Stay on reclaimer. Alright, bring him in now. Nova, if you have it.
Ads.
If you can reach the reactor, get the reactor.
Range DPS, focus the one on the.
Hit the reactor. He's the one all the way on the left.
We're gonna have to swap now.
Back. Back. Block. Runner. Block.
Everyone should be stacked up in the middle right now. Both your healers are down.
We can still recover.
No,
Right.
probably not. We're gonna try though.
I'm up.
Swap, let's go. After my heavy.
Everyone should be in the middle right now. Block. No, it's gonna be light. We have too many ads up. Tanks, I don't have a timer for the traps anymore because I'm not a tank. So can you guys please tell me whether he's going to do a traps? Because that time he was caught in the traps animation and I did not know that.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah, because if I say like bring him in and you say no after this traps, then I will. Your call takes priority because I don't know when the traps animations is gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call out next time.
Okay, tanks. Unless anybody else has anything they need to do. You're done. Tanks, go ahead and count us down again.
3, 2, 1.
Should be able to bring it out now.
Ads. 2, 1.
Am I
I
heavy?
can hear you, Mom. I'm not. Hi. One coming in front. That's.
And stop on the side bosses. Hopefully ads.
Picture is already 72.
Make sure we're taking any pets off. Bring him in now. Bring him in now.
Just did this time.
We're gonna swap next. Swap now.
Block.
I'll be yours.
Do we have ads?
Ads.
Ooh, get the tank up. You have one incoming in close.
One coming back.
Or
One coming in from the front.
Another coming in from the back.
scary. This is.
I have it.
I think we're just gonna have three runners. Three runners.
Oh, I died. I died too fast. Just did too much damage because they were like, what you call overcharged.
We have time. If you have a boss on you, bring him out of the middle and get these tanks up. If you're not rezzing, go for the ads.
No, I didn't get.
Just swipe it. Just swipe it. Thanks for getting you.
I got killed from getting stunned while I was pulling the boss fight. Like one of the things came up from behind me.
The runners? Or conduit strike?
Which one was one of the two?
I know you can't do much because you're a warden, but League, if you can just use magma shell when you bring them in, because if we lose you, then it's hard to recover.
Hey, I've been using it.
Okay. Takes. Don't die, please, and go ahead and count us down.
23. 1. Yeah, I've only died to the power over the heavies sometimes, a couple times. And a couple times, yeah, just you don't get a sword.
Bring it out.
Swapping 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
After the heavy.
Yeah, make sure you're counting down after the heavy. If you try to swap at the wrong time, you will get wrecked. One more ad.
About 3, 2, 1.
Alright, stop on reducer. If your dot's taken down to 72.
Ratter's at 72 as well.
One coming in from the back. Why are you guys all focusing the far one?
He's doing his traps thing.
Look with your
Can
eyeballs.
we bring in? Can we bring in?
Did he just do his traps? Bring him in then.
Alright, swapping.
Just as if you got him.
Lock.
I'm back on. Let's see.
Ads.
Sound like you're dying.
One close
Sophie.
back. One coming in from the left side. Back.
Turn my heavy. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Trap.
Ads.
Watch those sparkles where they go. That's where the ads are gonna spawn.
2 front.
3, 2, 1. Do you have it? Okay.
These channel, you're gonna have to keep them pulled out over there.
Yeah.
Ads.
Team passage.
One close.
Alright, swapping 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
One res deadly.
I got it. Hangs up.
Your rest.
Should have gotten it, yeah. Did it not go through? Oh, it even gave me the whole like.
Ads again.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this in time, League. Yeah, I'll just get you up. Did that one go through?
There we go.
Okay, take it. Right? If anyone, I'll take it.
Charge for you. Everyone should begin these ads. There's 2 in the front. No one should be touching those side 2 bosses. Bring them in after the next traps. Bring them in.
Go ahead and swap.
Bring them in now.
Coming in.
There we go. Get the
Add
ads.
front. Add back. Two ads front.
That's heavy.
3, 2, 1.
Ads. Got these ads.
One close back. One coming in front.
Sure, you're heavy.
Alright, stop on reducer.
I don't have Ellie drain on me.
Ads. Stop on all bosses. Get these
Yeah,
ads down first.
He's doing the traps like that.
Make sure your dots. One from the front, 2 from the front.
Sure, right? Let's go. Swap.
One's running to tank.
One more in from the front. Bring him in now. You have to bring him in now.
Save the magma just for safety. Magma's up.
That's what if you got him. Alright, everyone, remember, stay here, stay nice and close. Everyone should be in the stack right now.
Ads.
Make sure you're not hugging Reclaimer too much. Big deeps on Reclaimer.
Add really close.
Alright, bring in boss 2. Reducer.
Swapping.
Go bring yours in, bring.
And the last one. Lol. Rip stamp. Oh, watch out for that trap right behind us. There we go.
I know.
That fight is so AIDS.
I hate that fight. It's like, I didn't have any issues on a Warden last time we did it. But like, I don't know, I was running into like dumb shit.
Just looking at the time, so if he has a hard cutoff, we might not be able to do the hard mode. Depends on when we manage to get in.
I mean, we should just do a safe strat and make sure we clear it. To be honest.
Yeah, safe strat's also a slow strat.
Yeah, it's slow, but we guarantee clear. We have strat takes at most 20 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but it's a lot.
Unless you wipe. We'll really shoot them by most seconds.
So, Asian, if Sophie needs to go, I could come and heal if you want to find any.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna ask Kano too if she can come.
Depends on
That's
what you
true.
guys wanna do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can ask Kenna when the time gets closer if she wants to come in still. I think she said she had a 9 o'clock cutoff, so she should still be good. Alright.
I'm gonna take this shit to the stairs. Everything goes back to the
Rip pipe.
Not there yet.
Why do you guys go over there? There's nothing over there.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ow. You should make it a rule that nobody's allowed to go into that corner to look at that one jar. Or however many jars there are in there. It's like, what, 2 jars or something?
Get our boy an armature motif.
No.
can't get that. But I just got the chance. The thing is, the chance is on like 60k on top. Used to be like a third of like.
Yeah, it's because that stupid event.
Yeah,
What are you
but
talking about? That
was
event was great because I managed to get all my
was it?
motifs.
Because
Cheap.
the
It was
way
good,
that
I
I
got
made
it.
money was motifs, and now they're worth pennies.
You just got to get the new motifs now.
Pretty sure it will be shit. Actually, no, it won't. It's gonna be the Andante act, or this. Whatever that is.
Oh, there's a dissector in group. Doing his little dual wield thing on somebody. Poor Billy. Don't let Billy down, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
you
gotta
should,
have you
probably
Why are you
shouldn't.
all the way down there?
Probably shouldn't let the tank down either.
I blame him for being so far away.
Oh, my fault.
Why were you down there?
Anyone want to get that chest down there?
Yes.
Yep.
Someone has a pretty bad bleed on him.
I think that's me. Got a ruby ash.
I like how this game is called the Myth. It's actually pretty
I
good.
do see there's a question on the
Like, way better
YouTube
than
chat.
how
I'm
it's
just raid leading right now, so it's obviously not an opportune time for me to take a look at it.
Like some ingredients can taste better than the.
He's talking about gluten-free
Okay,
stuff.
now I can see it. That's
Oh,
welcome
you're
for
talking
Khajiit
about-
Standblade.
Technically, minute.
I still actually have to do a bit of testing because
gluten.
there's been a couple of parses where
Yes.
Dagger's sword has actually been better than Dagger.
Actually, no,
But,
because like
I-
actual dog, like proper.
I'll
dog
have to take a look
are,
at that
like,
at a
vegan
later
dogs.
point. I don't know if you guys can hear
There are
me over
dogs that's
Discord
actually
chat.
because they taste better.
Tonks go! Tonks go!
Vegan dogs taste better. You know, like a lot of chickens are actually vegan.
Are we talking about exotic animals that you may or may not be eating, League?
I have like
But chicken is not exotic.
Okay, yeah, I guess chicken's not exactly exotic.
So a lot of chickens are like technically vegan.
And dash roll, because why not?
Have you guys ever had like waffles, like I guess that's from like a Pumpkin chicken? And those eggs are so good.
Never had what?
Like eggs from like a non-vegan chicken.
A non.
non-vegan. How do you have a non-vegan chicken? They just cut its face off and then vegan?
Tank meta
No,
is
no,
going
no,
to
free-range
change a
eggs.
little bit.
Yeah, that's what it's
Um,
called. Free-range eggs.
I'll
But like
probably be
now
doing a
free-range
video
are
on
not
that
vegan. Some free-range
Monday or
eggs are
Tuesday,
still
maybe
vegan
maybe
chicken.
Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But yes, tank meta
It's
is going to
the chicken
change,
that's
and
vegan.
I'm not playing
That's
with
what I
J-Dub.
call it.
This is Hellfire Dominion
You're a
right now.
free-range dog.
That's not gonna taste good.
Jesus.
Free-range chicken don't taste good, man. Like the meat tastes shit. Like the egg tastes better though. It's a
Okay.
trade-off.
Aww.
Wait, did we do hard mode?
Yeah, pretty hard match. He has 107 million.
How do you
health.
Wow,
activate?
13 minutes, man. We
There's
can't
a button
do
over
saves
there.
right more than much. Just do save.
Oh,
Make
these?
sure you can.
Yeah. Yeah, you pushed it. No, the other one opposite you. That one does. It's this one here.
The save strat is so boring.
Well, let's just do that so that
Yeah, let's just do that. Melee, do you prefer trench
we don't
or
have a
up
lot
top?
of time.
Trench or top
Yes, we
melee?
do.
So what's the difference in hard mode of action?
More health, more damage, more ads.
Alright.
More of everything. That's basically what it is. No new mechanics. It's just a lot more damage.
Do y'all do where you kill all 4 of the
No, we only killed 2.
Okay.
Let's go and execute stacks first. Support. You guys know where you need to be. Healers should be opposite each other. Tanks should be opposite each other. Okay. Then Deadly will be over. Deadly tank will be over there, and then DPS on your corners.
I'll get the ads when it's time to that.
Okay,
You
cool.
split up who's wearing MAN.
I'm in War Machine, jumping up and down, so someone who doesn't have it can stack on me.
Men will also
I also have War Machine.
Healer doesn't need ads.
Wait, if you're jumping, you have a Major Slayer set. Jump up and down if you have a Major Slayer set. Okay, one on each corner then.
Damn.
So I will hop over here, and you can be with Billy over here. Alright, so this is going to be our execute stack. Remember, he comes over from that side over there.
Titan.
Yes,
oh,
Deadly should join me, he just isn't moving.
Yeah. Just make sure you're getting into your execute stacks. Don't be standing around.
What tank?
But you need to be on top of each
Yeah,
other.
you guys have to be make sure you're right on top of each other and right at the very end of these rails here. So your character model should be like nuts to butts. And we are going to be running from over that direction. So just look to your left, look to your right. Make sure you have a tank and a healer to your left and right. DPS. Look at who your partner is, and that is where you should be. So we should have 2, 2, 2, 2, and then the supports. I'm going to trust that you guys know where you're supposed to go. Okay, melee, you guys are going to be in the trench. Make sure to block his stomp so you don't get knocked back. Range, you're going to be up here, and then Sophie, do you prefer trench or do you prefer up top? Okay.
Up top, she can still kill trench, so
Yeah, so I guess
just put a whole healer up top. That's probably wasted.
you could do that. Yeah, so melee and trench range is going to be up here. I'm going to be on the left-hand side over here, so to get that arm going, then I'll run over. So I don't know how many people have done the safe strat, but the safe strat is basically when the first arm falls off, the left. I'm just going to come over here with the range DPS. You guys start focusing the ads. When the second arm falls off, everybody comes up here except for the tank, and we kill all the ads. And when all the ads are dead, then we jump down into the trench and push him to the next invincibility phase here. So let me see here. Which tank is tanking?
Yeah, I'll be in the trench.
You'll be in the trench, League? Okay, so League. Let's do League, Bug.
Just put Stam to like.
Let's do. We have 4 and 4, right? So let's do Stam. Will be kill the trench terminal. So wherever the assembly general is, you guys are just gonna stay there and kill that terminal. Everybody else, we're gonna go right, then across, then right again as our terminals. So.
Who's our tank? Deadly?
Yes, your tank will be Deadly. And then Sophie can come with the right center right group, the second group. And then Bug can stay.
The away group, right?
Wait, what?
The away group?
Yes, you'll be away group, Sophie, and then Bug will be stay group. Melee is stay group, ranged is away group. Yeah, that'll be it. Any questions? I know I went over that pretty quick just because Sophie has a time limit. Bug, it's really up to you where you want to go. You can be up top, you can be down the trench, whatever is most comfortable for you. Because you can heal the trench from up top, as League has pointed out. So.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, and we should all be within range of where we're all.
Just make sure you
close.
run with the healing bottom is fine. Like.
Yeah, we're only killing the one terminal, and then we're just staying there and making sure we're all healed up entirely. So we should be fine as long as we kill that one terminal. So if people do happen to die during terminal phase, kill the terminal first and then res. Because if you don't kill the terminal, we dead anyways. So terminal takes precedence over res that way. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sophie, you can heal top, and Bug can heal bottom. If you guys are ready, you guys can go to your starting positions. 4, and
Colt
10.
will be ranged.
I guess. All right. I guess Colt is staying down there. Then you can do whatever you want, Colt. But if you die, everybody gets to make fun of you.
Wait, why is Colt
Especially-
staying down there?
Because he wants to be badass. All right. Tank, go ahead and count us down.
23, 2, 1.
Guard on it, serious?
No, really, Colt. If you die, we all get to make fun of you.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure you guys have what you call minor protection.
You need to block that arm when it comes by. Right down.
96, block that.
Rats, French rats. Or
First arm's coming off soon.
My Hornet one.
Oh, I just crashed.
Oh, that's not good. First arm is down. Melee keep hitting the boss. Range should be getting those adds. Second hand's gonna come down in 2%. Alright, everyone can come up to the range pad and you can kill these adds. You can bring the ads back here, Lee, or no, Deadly. Just so we're not getting hit by those shocking things. Where is he?
I'm over by the boss.
We can kill the ads first, and then we can get your ads. Alright, if you're not resin, you can jump down.
Report me back in.
That I don't know. Right, away group, that's all the range DPS, plus Sophie, plus Deadly.
Ranged over here.
Is Sophie that over here right now?
Sophie's not here. We don't have a healer.
Deadly's in the wrong spot.
Wait, what? Direction are y'all going?
We're going right. We're going right from where
that's
we...
gonna help them.
Yeah, I guess
Kill it.
go kill one of the terminals. Doesn't matter which one. Just kill one of the terminals.
Okay.
Nope, it's gonna be a wipe. So away group, we are going right. So the direction that the Assembly General walks towards, we go right to his right hand side. So he's gonna go in from his direction, going this way. So he's facing this way. Right is to the right, so this way. And then I think he goes. I want to say he goes here next.
So away group.
I don't know.
Someone pass me crown because I lost crown. Away group will always be following crown.
Dora.
Is League away or what group?
No, I'm gonna stay.
League is staying. League is stay because he stays on the boss.
Just follow Agent.
Just follow me if you're away group.
Why was there like 2 DPS at the top?
We had one person disconnect, one person.
Yeah, I'm over here, Colt's
on the
down
left
there,
side.
so you only have 2 on that side.
One person refused to go help.
It doesn't matter how many people are up there as long as somebody's there to get the aggro for the arms. So you don't need all 4 range DPS over there. Well, 3, because you need 1 over here.
I just hopped in the portal, so...
I mean, you can even put all the movies out there too, but they're just have a harder time keeping them all. Cause,
Okay.
Still no loading screen.
You're gonna have to run from the trip.
Nice.
Alright. I have not done any max work tests yet. Pretty much
He
the
can start
only...
though, like he can get in.
He can get in?
Cool. Yeah. So if it's not working, if the door doesn't work, then just crouch and it should work.
Okay.
That's what happened to me yesterday.
Alright, tanks, go ahead and count down then.
Putting in 1 go.
First arm should be coming down now. Second arm's coming down now. All DPS can come upstairs.
Oh no, you guys pushing.
You guys pushed him. Everyone to your terminal spots. Terminal spots.
Secondary terminals are attempting to compensate. Give them a whack.
Wait, you guys both
Make sure we're not pushing him until we have killed all the ads, because
How the item? Doing that heal. Oh my, I was in the... I died to the stupid toxic also. Standing a little bit opposite.
yeah, don't push the boss until we kill all the ads, please. So just be mindful of when the second arm falls off. Trench people, you guys should be coming upstairs to help kill the ads. We are not doing burn the ads as they spawn. Gonna message if they're able to come.
God, this run is horrible.
Back into it. Ready to start? Forward.
Hold on 1 second.
Almost there.
Let's go down and come for you.
Okay. So yeah, make sure we're not pushing him. Once you see the second arm fall off, you should come upstairs, kill all the ads, and then we can push him. But if we push him, then we have to deal with the ads along with the terminal, and that's how people end up dying. Alright, go ahead and count us down.
Yeah, pulling in 3, 2, 1, Four.
First hand. Second hand's going down 2%. Second hand should be coming down. Everyone come upstairs. I'm gonna bring all the ads back. I'm not getting hit by those lightning things. Double horn.
I called it.
Alright, everyone can jump down now. Remember, away team, you're following crown. Away team with the crown.
Secondary terminals are attempting to compensate. Give them a whack.
So the melee just hangs out here right after.
Yep, we just hang out here.
sure to stay in the minor protection.
Alright, then stand, make sure you don't move in until I say I'm there. Otherwise you're gonna get hit by Blade Hand.
I got hit by Blade Hand.
Healer, get healer up, get healer up. Alright, melee should be good moving now.
I didn't touch. Or
First hand's down, second hand's gonna be coming down in 2%. 1%. Alright, everyone upstairs. Sure, we're bringing the ads out over here to the corner.
I'm waiting for them to stack, or else we're gonna run down the other side.
Yep. Oh, you know what I forgot to talk about? I forgot to talk about Novas.
I saw them.
Yeah, we'll do Nova at 10 and 5%. I'll call them out.
Slot trees and everything like that. Something like that.
One facsimile up still. Kill the facsimile first and then jump down. You have one faster as well. Alright, now we can jump down. Again, away group, you're following me.
Take the secondary terminal.
you guys got the res on me, dude?
Nope, kill terminal, then res. After you kill the terminal, then you can res. And again, wait until you see people upstairs before you go in melee group. Don't go in melee group. If you die, it's not my responsibility.
Oh my god, I'm getting double. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Alright, now you can go in melee. Someone has a very vibrating desk.
Something to add.
Get the heal ups. First arm is down.
It's not the healer does.
I'm trying to focus. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I meant the other.
Second arm's gonna go down 2%. not be dying so hard. Make sure we're grabbing the ads that are down there. I see one ad in the French.
I'm getting resistment. I can...
Make sure we're getting... Alright, everyone upstairs.
Arms down.
Everyone upstairs. We have effects enemy, 2 effects enemies up. That are right in the back. Their tank is dead. I'll try to get him. No, I'm not gonna be able to get him. If you have Destros, use them. Alright, someone try to get the tank up if you can. Everyone should be going for that tank res.
There we go.
Adam.
The ad on the thingy.
Heavy.
Still one ad down the trench. Let me grab him.
Going down there or stay up here?
No, we're staying up here.
They have a ton of them, but he's not running.
He might just be reflecting it. Alright, now we can jump down.
We can kill the ad in the kitchen.
Yeah, we can kill this ad, just bring him over to the boss. I am not a boss. Can you please take ad over to boss? And then away group again, you're with me?
Grab him. Please grab the ad.
Alright, then after this, we're going into execute stacks. Nope.
Either guy here.
Did you guys get your terminal at least?
Oh, no.
Yeah, the terminal's down.
Okay. Get those reses up.
It's one person down.
Oh, I am dead. I'm dead on the left-hand side if a ranged DPS can come up and get me. Melee, don't go in just yet.
Please heal me. Please heal. Thank you.
Got it. Alright, Melee, you should be safe to go in now.
Asian, you got my horn and execute, or I just have...
Oh. What's your other ulti? I'm dead again on the left-hand side. Yeah, you're gonna just have to use horn.
Melee, you're gonna get hit with the blade on.
Back out, back out, back out. Back out melee, back out melee, back out melee. Please listen to other people's callouts, they're really helpful.
I have a tank up here. We have an ad.
I can help with the ad. Should have another ad that just spawned. It's down the trench. Alright, first arm is down. Remember, we're going into execute after this. I got the res. I have the res. Sophie, you can do it, Soph. Alright, everyone upstairs. Everyone upstairs. I want to kill these ads first before going for the reses. Get those capacitors down first.
Got a hard time dealing with.
We have a
He's not
facsimile in the
coming to
back.
me, like, can't like calming him, but he just doesn't.
If he has his little flamey shield up, then he'll reflect your taunt back at you.
You'll just say, no, you.
Okay, I think I got him.
Nice.
Can beam be reflected?
No, that one I know you can't reflect.
Damn.
Let's get Ember up while we.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try to get Ember.
You say you're not born for the execute?
Kill the facsimile. Oh, I'm dead too. God damn it. Make sure the Califactor's facing away from us. Get these reses and. One more facsimile to kill. Kill it fast. And you might get another. Might get two. If ads spawn, tanks just take them during execute. Alright, push him.
Rise fast. Rise fast.
Alright, everyone into execute stats. Sure that Califactor's not facing towards us, League. Or whoever has him.
I know my dad is bad.
Some support.
Block. League, step back. Yours is hitting ours. Hit, step back. Nova now. Block. Sophie, whatever ultimate you have, I don't know if you have one.
Protective one or horn?
So whatever one you got, whatever bar you're on, surprise us. Yay! We did it. Right in the nick of time, so.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Nice job, guys.
Sorry about the second boss stuff. That was fucked up. I fucked up now.
Actually, I think that might be our best score. Or did you guys get a better one on it?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Nice, y'all.
Ooh, there's a master chest back there, too.
That's good.
Was that anyone's first clear?
Mine.
On hard mode.
Oh, nice. Yay. Shut up, man. That joke's not funny when you make it every single time.
Yeah, every time. What's it clear?
Sweet, so we have cleared almost everything in the game.
Let's go back to Cloud Rest next.
So yeah, next trial is gonna be Cloud Rest, 'cause I think that's the only trial we have left to do. Other options include cleaning up like Asylum or cleaning up Maw hard mode, so I'll just put the options into War Council chat at some point, and you guys can go ahead and vote on them. If we are going to be doing Cloud Rush progression, we will be doing +2 first, and then hard mode. Because
Yes, we should do all three +2s actually. We're already clear +1. Like, we should do all three plus.
Pardon?
I could use that MA ring if you don't need it.
Sure, who's talking?
Jer Bear. Oh, I'm right next to you.
Oh.
okay, and we are sticking with
Actually,
that.
We get the Inferno door at.
Oh yeah.
Give you a gold.
Yeah, you can have it.
I need. Oh, you already called for it.
I'm standing here jumping.
Oh.
I think I have.
Got dibs already.
Actually, no, I do need this.
Oh wow, 2 in front of saves. That's awesome.
Dang.
What was the difference whenever you ran the test on it, Asian? Like the
It
MA
was-
front bar?
It was like 1k or so, and I was like self-buffed, so like with, what's it called? With raid buffs, I'd imagine it'd be closer to like 3k, 4k maybe?
I bet with like Valerio or like kind of like stationary fights, only having to go to your back bar to cast
Blockade and
yeah,
whatever.
blockade, and then front bar you can just like, I bet that's just gonna like really
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Like execute felt a lot smoother, and I mean like 6 mil, like you're in execute for like 10-15 seconds, but like
I gotta go. Thanks, guys.
yeah, even that felt really really smooth. Yeah, thanks
that's what I was
Sophie.
thinking, like, cause like now you can run sweeps front bar, and you can keep the like burning spell weave, or you could use like Soroya or like Mother Sorrow. I think having Mother Sorrow on body is gonna really like nice also.
Yeah, like I only did it with burning spell weave, but I think Sorrow would be stronger. But yeah, I will put options in the chat, and the next raid's gonna be Wednesday, 8:30 my time. It'll be 9:30 Eastern.
If we do cloud rise, can we try like rotate the balls and for both the tank rotate the balls around Evan? Would that be better?
What?
What?
I gotta go. Thanks y'all for the run.
Yep, thanks for coming.
We rotate the Zamaja, right? So what I was trying to say is, would it be better if the 2 tanks on Zamaja rotated both where Evan?
Healer would be wearing Evan?
Healer or the tank holding the mini would be wearing Evan. I don't know if the healers have like Evan Resto stuff ready, but that would probably be.
If not, I can
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it for today, guys.
Pretty sure I can run Evan there. Like I can definitely run Evan. Like I was just trying to say like, cause if you put like Evan on a healer, that'd be like bad for the healer.
That's what a lot of the groups do.
Yeah, a lot of the groups are doing if a healer doesn't have Evan, then they're doing the mini tank has Evan.
A lot of people are rotating on the on the minis. Like we're rotating Zamaja, so I'm pretty sure like the Zamaja tanks can afford to wear Evan if we're rotating Zamaja.
The thing is though, if you're doing that, you're giving up essentially 2 armor sets.
Are you? No. But then if you're the tank on mini running Turok Alkosh, you're not giving up any armor.
I'm gonna be running like DPS set for the mini, like bow backbar and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
help killing.
it's
So
a
I
lot.
wanna
It's a
try
lot.
getting it.
It's a lot more efficient to just have Evan on the healer or the mini tank, depending on your group and stuff like that. Okay, I need to go make some dinner. So great job again, guys, and now again I'll just post everything in the chat like I normally do. Have a good night, guys.
Run.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I did not actually manage to do a lot of Magicka testing this week because a lot of the changes, like I mentioned in the video that I put out today, a lot of the changes were kind of focused in on affecting stamina DPS. So the enchant changes affected stamina DPS more than Magicka DPS. There were a few sets that were interesting that I kind of wanted to try out. The racial changes basically affected stamina and Magicka, and I already did a video on that. I will be revisiting that at another point, just because I do want to do more, what's the word? Comprehensive tests. That's a good way to put it. I want to do more comprehensive tests on the racial differences. This is kind of based on feedback that I've seen from other people's testing, as well as further thoughts that I had after I did my tests and kind of saw the results. So I'll kind of have a next step forward for the racial comparisons. I'm actually going to wait on that though until Not this coming PTS cycle, but the next PTS cycle, unless they manage to make any racial changes in this next PTS cycle, in which case I will do the tests then. Just because I do want to wait and see if they do change any of the racial passives based on player feedback and things like that, so that way I'm getting a more accurate comparison. So that's kind of the future for the race comparisons. I'm pretty much done with them for right now, unless they change them either in this coming week or the following week's patch notes. I do intend on doing some Magicka testing though later on this week. So this week was very heavy on STEM. This coming week is going to be very heavy on Magicka. So I kind of want to see what the Magsork is pulling, both pet and non-pet, with the changes to Implosion. There was talk earlier today, actually I think it was here in this Discord with Hellfire, that the Twilight Tormentor might actually be a decent option for pet builds if you want to do double pet for whatever reason, because of that weird reverse execute with the Twilight Tormentor. So I do want to try that out, and that might be a good option for like a very basic heavy attack getting into that Trials build, so I will explore that option a little bit. And then again, like I mentioned in this video that I released today, I do want to test out Master Architect on the front bar, on a Templar, as well as a Warden, because those are the two other classes besides Nightblades that can make the most use out of that set. Particularly for Magicka Templars, because it does seem like if you're able to get that Minor Berserk uptime, Magicka Templars do seem like they are outparsing Magicka Nightblades now, but again, that is dependent on having that Minor Berserk from Combat Prayer from the healers. Stamina DPS wise though, it does still seem like Stam Nightblades are the top DPS contenders, in which case healers, at the very least for the non-mini trials, so Halls, Maw, Blurry Crag, Lauren trials, that's probably still going to be 8 Stam for the truly endgame guilds. For progression guilds like ours, we might still be doing 4 Stam, 4 Mag, or whatever combination thereof. So it really depends on how you kind of want to optimize your group, but it does seem like if you're in a group with a lot of Stam Blades, this patch really didn't change anything, but if you're in a progression group like Hellfire Dominion, Mayflower, other guilds like ours, then there are going to be a few changes here and there. Now the changes that I have seen have been pretty minor. Magic DPS, generally speaking, you guys have seen a buff. I don't know if you guys were here in the beginning of the stream, but there was some discussion as to whether that percentage boost versus the current racial passives, whether or not that is a buff or a nerf. And generally speaking, it is going to be a buff. Even if you take a look at the Dark Elves, you have 258 spell damage buff. So if you multiply that by 10.5, you end up getting roughly 2750 or so, add on to your extra magicka, and that ends up being about 4k additional max magicka. So that ends up being about the same or greater than the 9% max magicka boost you already had as a Magicka DPS. So you can see right here on my Dark Elf Templar right now, I'm sitting at 37.7k max magicka. Even if I did manage to buff myself up using Bluefoot, that is still, generally speaking, going to be a buff. Now it is complicated a little bit just because the racial passives are not boosted by your CPs. I don't know if that's intended or if it's supposed to actually be buffed by CP, but generally speaking, it's at the very least very level. Magicka DPS did get a buff overall, I'd say, mainly due to the addition of Sustain. So the High Elf Sustain passive as well as the Breton Sustain passive, those are generally considered a buff because now, or at least with the Bretons, you're able to run like a Berserker enchant on your back bar or a Shock enchant on your back bar and really help maximize that damage that way because you don't have to worry about Sustain anymore. Let me see what else happened while I was going through that spiel here. Maxork stuff, Stamsork. Yeah, Stamsork, like I said, Sustain has been really nice with the new changes here. It's just a matter of whether you want the Sustain or you want the damage and be able to get the Sustain through like group buffs and things like that. Yeah, so the thing with tanks and Crusher, so the deal with the enchant changes that happened, it also affected tanks because tanks do Sword and Board, which is, as you can imagine, one-handed shield. So you have a one-handed enchant strength. So your Crusher has basically been neutered in half due to these enchant changes. Now, this is definitely going to change up the tank meta, at the very least for the traits and enchant on your front bar. There's been discussion about doing like something like Infused Absorb Stam maybe, or maybe Decisive and Charged, or Decisive and Hardening, or Decisive and Absorb Stam, or some combination thereof. I'll kind of be, just because support roles generally have a lot more flexibility with this kind of stuff based on your actual role in the group, what your content you're running, things like that. There are going to be several options for a tank on the front bar, but the Infused Crusher is going to go on the back bar, which means if you are double sword and shield, you will, if you want to be the most effective in terms of support, if you want to like get the maximum support out of your build, you will need to swap over to a staff or a bow back bar or a two-hander back bar, because that's the only way you can get that full Crusher enchant. Now things might change. I know the Ilfa was one of the ones that really pushed for these enchant changes not affecting sword and board, but he obviously didn't work on this particular PTS cycle. Perhaps they will change it in the next few PTS cycles, but I wouldn't hold my breath for that. So if you are a tank, I would start to farm, if you haven't already, Alkosh, Ice Staffs, Lightning Staffs, and Bows for your back bar, or even an Alkosh Greatsword or something like that. I'd probably go with the Bow and the Staff before the two-hander, just because single target dots don't proc enchants anymore. So the idea would be you would proc Crusher on your back bar by using Blockade or Endless Hail, and then you're on your front bar with your sword and board to block. So if you are not used to using a staff or a bow back bar on your tank, I would recommend starting to do that now. Run through a couple of vet DLC dungeons to kind of get used to going to your back bar using Blockade or Endless Hail. I'd probably do it with Endless Hail because it lasts a little bit longer, but the Ice Staff is nice for the additional block cost reduction as well as the amount of damage you block. Lightning Staff is really nice for the additional off-balance uptime, so you do have several options there. So it's really up to personal flavor. I'm probably just going to stick with the Ice Staff because I like having that additional block reduction. Sometimes you get caught on my back bar for, you know, just bad timing and things like that, and with the Lightning Staff or the Bow, you won't get that additional, I believe it's 20% additional damage reduction from blocking, which does add up. So you don't have to do it, but I'm probably going to stick with an Ice Staff. So yeah, I would recommend starting to kind of pick up how to do Ice Staff, Lightning Staff, Bow, back bar if you are a tank. Like I said, start with vet DLC dungeons, take a look at your combat metrics, take a look at your Crusher uptimes. Don't you run a Crusher on your front bar, so that way your Crusher uptime is only from your back bar enchant, and then just work on that a little bit. Vet DLC dungeons are a great place to start learning how to do certain things as a support role, just because you have to focus on mechanics as well as what you're doing as a support role. Other questions here. Tips on taking twins in vMoh. So understanding how to get the right head color and the right boss. So tanking the twins in vMoh, a couple of groups do it very differently. So my personal recommendation is, actually it really depends. The first thing is, are you running Magic DKs to help with chaining in the adds? If you're running Magic DKs when you're chaining in the adds, it's a slightly different positioning, but the general concept remains the same. I'm actually going to draw it out for you just because it's easier if you actually kind of see it here. So I'm just going to draw the arena real quick. There. Tank. Okay. Oh, shoot. Let me do this. Okay. So hopefully this is going to show up on the webcam here. But here is the arena. Very poorly drawn arena for vMoh. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. But over here, this is where the Dark Boss is going to be. So the Dark Boss, you're not quite... So a lot of groups will put the Dark Boss very close to the wall. You don't want to do that, because if you do put it very close to the wall, you actually are not close enough to chain any of the adds. So there are Dark adds spawn spots that are going to be right over here or right over here. And if you're way over here, your chains or Silver Leash only has a 22-meter range, so you actually won't be able to chain them in. If you're right around here, you're just at the right distance to be able to chain in any adds that spawn here and here. So this is if you are tanking without any magic DKs. So you don't have any magic DKs or stam DKs or stamina DPS to help you chain things in. If you do happen to have a magic DK or stam DKs or stam DPS with Silver Leash, then by all means you can move the Dark Boss closer to the wall that way. The only danger with moving the Dark Boss over to the closer to the wall is that if you end up missing a heavy attack and you get knocked back, there is a chance that you might get caught in some of the weird geometry, because there are a couple of benches along the sides of the wall that you might get stuck behind. So that's kind of the danger there. So I would still, even if you do have magic gates, I would still probably hold them right here. So you're not quite at the center. You're maybe, it's hard to describe distances without actually being in the arena, but you're maybe like 10 meters or so off to the side here instead of directly in the middle. The light boss, on the other hand, you are going to be basically right in the middle. So you're not bringing him off to the side or anything like that. You are right in the middle here. And then you are facing the light boss away from the dark group here, and then the DPS are right here. Now the light boss does have a cleave, which is why your DPS are standing behind the boss. And then the dark boss, the negate, I actually did a bad job kind of showing you the actual range of the negates. So if I do like this here, okay. So the actual range of the negate for the dark boss is actually 180 degrees. So you can see these lines here. This is about 180 degrees. So if anybody is standing on this side of the boss, you'll end up getting a negate drop on you. So the negates for the dark boss targets the furthest person 180 degrees in front of them. There's also a very small spot right behind the dark boss where he can also drop negate. So with those random times where you have the dark boss turn around, drop negate, basically right on top of the DPS group, that is what's happening. Basically his vision kind of extends a little bit behind him. So just make sure that if you do have any stamina DPS, they are standing a little bit away from him. A lot of the melee range for your abilities is 5 meters. Your light attacks and heavy attacks are also 5 meters. So you can stand a little bit away from him and not get that negate dropped on top of you. So now in terms of color swaps. So tanks, if you have taunt on the boss, you will never get the color swaps until after prayer phase. So if you're a DPS and you need to get color swaps, so dark goes to light, light goes to dark. The thing with the dark boss is again that negate. So normally you would go up and around this way if you're dark. So if you're a dark DPS or a dark healer, you go up and around and over here. But if you're light going to dark, you actually hold on a little second here. You kind of hang out right here, and then you just go boop. You pop over right there. And the idea is if you do end up going this way, there is a chance that you will get a negate dropped on top of you, and that'll end up killing you. Obviously it's not necessarily going to kill you, but it's better just to minimize that chance and just end up going flop right over here instead. So again, dark to light, you actually back up and you go around. Light to dark, you actually hang out a little bit here, wait until that color swap actually happens, and then join the dark group over here. So that's kind of how you deal with color swaps. Now for prayer phase, I'm just gonna, well, actually I don't really need to draw a prayer phase. So actually I'll just put where the doors are so you guys know where they end up going. So you have these little boxes here, again kind of hard to see here because it's a little bit small, but you have the door here, the door here. Right, so the bosses port over here. Now if we want to still be on the side of the boss with the opposite color heads. So if you're fighting dark boss right here and then the light boss shows up over here, you need to swap sides. And the same goes over here for the light boss. If you're fighting light boss shows up, you want to swap sides. Generally speaking, you always go, let me just make sure I'm doing this right, clockwise. So you go this way. It's kind of, so you make sure you want to go clockwise this way. And if there aren't any gates in the middle, you will have to kind of fandangle your way around. Now, a lot of groups say, make sure you hug the wall and then cross over. Don't do that. Yeah, it's safe, but with every single passing prayer phase gets shorter and shorter. So if you're in those groups that has to go through 3 or 4 prayer phases, eventually the time will get so short that if you have to run to the wall and then across, you'll probably die. You won't have enough time to get to the other side. So you still want to rotate clockwise like this, but you don't have to go wall like that. You can actually go, if the light side's over here, you can very easily just cut your journey short over here and just go pop like that, as long as there's no negate or anything like that. So don't do the very long route. Go as short as you need to and then cross over. The distance for the actual exploding head is actually pretty small. It's only about 5 to 8 meters or so. So you can actually get fairly close to each other without worrying about blowing each other up. So that's how you would deal with prayer phase there. And then obviously once prayer phase is over, there are 2 different methods that I have dealt with getting healers to the right side. So when color swaps happen, there is a chance that only one healer gets the color swap and the second healer doesn't. In that scenario, you have 2 healers ending up on the same side. Now, the first way that I've done this, I would probably recommend this more for progression groups or newer groups where you might not necessarily have a consistent team or a consistent roster or anything like that. So if you happen to get the color swaps and you have two healers on the same side, this first strategy is you always go to the boss that you started on. So if you started on the dark boss, after prayer phase, you just go back to the dark boss. If you're on the light boss, you go right back to the light boss. That's the easiest way to do it. That basically means that 3 people will always be swapping back and forth, or I should say 6 people, 3 from each side will always be swapping back and forth. So that's one way you can deal with having 2 healers on the same side. That way you always have 1 healer on each side. Now, I'm just gonna make sure I don't lag out here, so I'm just gonna do light attacks here. Now, the other way, which is the way that we actually that most groups will end up doing, is the healer that had to swap, so the healer that moved from their side to the opposite side, they will pick one person on the opposite side to swap after prayer phase. So after prayer phase is over, you know you get your head colors cleared, things like that. You guys will swap sides while they're recovering from doing their little prayer explosion, and then you're on your way. Now, one thing to be very mindful of is you have to be very, very like snap on that swap, because if you take too long, you might end up getting that head color. So what I like to do is, if you know you have to swap, if you know the DPS has to swap, if you know the healer has to swap, hang out around the middle there, and as soon as you see your head color disappear, just sprint over to the other boss. Again, if you're too slow on that, you might end up getting the wrong head color. So tank, sometimes, yes, you can go straight through the middle. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with a lot of groups saying go all the way around the wall here. You don't necessarily have to do that. So remember that the distance for head explosion, I forget what the actual thing is called, is pretty small. It's only between 5 to 8 meters. So if, let's say, you are in these positions right now, as you are right now, and you have to swap sides, realistically, you can just go like that. You don't even have to like go around each other. You just go one here, one there, and you're on your way. So you don't have to run all the way over here. That just takes more time, and the prayer is on a timer, and it gets shorter and shorter with every single passing prayer phase. So so when you see a couple of people running through the middle, that's generally what's happening there. Those are normally groups that are experienced enough to know what that distance for the explosion is, the head explosion is, and they're able to gauge it and adjust accordingly. So if you see a couple of my vMon videos, you might see that our groups actually pass fairly close together, and that's perfectly fine. Obviously, we didn't we didn't explode or anything like that, except on a couple of rare occasions. So you don't have to run all the way out and then rotate like that if you don't need to. Yeah, so hopefully that's quick and dirty for vMod Twins. That's basically the whole spiel that I give if I ever have to lead a new group through VMod. So yeah, a lot of groups now with the DPS can get through 2 or 3 prayer phases, so that's generally what you want to shoot for, 2 to 3 prayer phases. Once you get up to 4 prayer phases, I believe you're getting 4 adds. No, after 3 prayer phases you have 4 adds. So if you're able to kill them within 2 prayer phases, that's awesome. If you can't kill them, if you need to go through that 3rd prayer phase, just at that point you basically need to up your DPS a little bit. It is possible to do for 3 prayer phases, 4 prayer phases. I've done it before in the past, obviously in like Homestead and Morrowind. But with DPS getting higher and higher with Reliquant, Sororia, and all this power creep, it's actually fairly easy to get down to 3 prayer phases and killing them before the adds have a chance to do some real damage there. So yeah, that's my recommendation for Twins. I know it was really long-winded, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably didn't need to hear all that, but hopefully that kind of makes more sense for you there. I actually don't know if I have a guide for, like, step-by-step guide for VMod on my channel. I don't remember if I ever released anything like that, but if I have, then I'll probably go back and rewatch them and just make sure like everything is up to date and things like that. I have a meaning to do like step-by-step guides for trials, like from DPS, healer, well maybe not healer because I don't heal that much, but definitely DPS and tank perspective. I know that'll be helpful for a lot of people out there who are progressing and kind of want to know what progression techniques are for those harder trials there. So yeah, that is it for this stream. I actually need to go make some food here. I didn't actually, I had an early lunch, so I'm quite hungry right now actually. But the next stream is going to be tomorrow night, and let me check what we're doing. I'm pretty sure we're doing Asylum Hard Mode with Mayflower. Just double check with the message of the day. Yes, we're doing Asylum Hard Mode tomorrow night. That's going to be from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I will most likely be off tanking I have not been told what role I'm falling in, whether I'm main tank or off tank, but I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to off tank. So you're gonna have a lot of fun seeing me learn how to off tank. I know what I have to do, just putting it into practice. And this Asylum hard mode is not a hard mode progression. We're actually going to be progressing through Immortal Redeemer. We are doing hard mode first, and then we're going to slowly start doing things like Swift Mercy, Beaterific Beatdown, things like that. But this is essentially going to be an Immortal Redeemer progression. So we might be doing a few things differently from what other guilds might be doing with Asylum hard mode, just because we are kind of going into it with the idea of we are going to get Immortal Redeemer, maybe not in 2 weeks, maybe in 2 months, but that's the end goal for us in vHoF, get the Immortal Redeemer title. So that is it for this stream. Again, we are actually looking for more DPS. I actually have to go back and check to see the roster, because I did have a few fills today that I just were kind of like a quote-unquote tryout, and they did pretty well. So I will be putting them in full time, so I will have to double check to see what our final roster will look like. But I think, if I am remembering correctly, I think we still need 2, maybe 1 DPS. I'm not 100% certain, but I will make a community post on my YouTube page so you guys can let me know what your @names are in game, and I can invite you to the guild, and you can go ahead and join our team. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and listening to that really long-winded Twins explanation. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for some Asylum hard mode.